Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, Ivan Earl here, with a message for you. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Also in the description, the link to the Bonehead cartoon. What are you waiting for? Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's just the right thing to do. Ah! Thank you. Ah!
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
They said he couldn't do it. They said he wouldn't do it. But most of all, they said he shouldn't do it. Show number 2 for the day of me inking my first graphic novel, Bonehead. Here's the page I did a couple hours ago. And now we're doing some other page. Okay, let's have a look-see, shall we? So I just streamed church, and then I cooked and ate some lunch. I made some like rice meatball bowl thingy from HelloFresh. Food. This ought to be a riot, because I've probably dumped my entire brain on the last show, so if I have anything I can talk about, it'll be a miracle. My throat always gets real gummy after I eat. So forgive me if I'm constantly clearing my throat. Like that. That's the kind of stuff you can expect over the next 2 hours, however long I'm on here. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Yeah. Hopefully less time than that. I do have somewhere to be this evening. So if I could pull off a quick page, that would be astounding. Now, I did just rip myself off if I'm trying to do a quick page, because this page had no backgrounds on it. So I roughed in a couple legitimate backgrounds, more legitimate backgrounds here, and then it's just kind of like shapes. But there's a lot of dialogue on this page, so. But it could have been easier on me to finish fast. But I guess I'm just a big jerk to me. Oh, hey, look. We got Wolf Moonlight 11 official. This is the real one. Whoa, looks nice. Also, I can't hear because my volume isn't up. Because it's 6 a.m. and no one else is awake. Well, good to have you. Glad you like it. I try to stream every day. I've been working on this book. I don't know if you can hear me. But I've been inking this book for, I don't know, something like 6 months or more. Excuse me. I'm on the 3rd act of the book. Eventually I'll start coloring it too. But this is my first graphic novel. I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to do it on camera in front of people. So this page says it's 158, but it's probably something like 170 something. I think. Oh, and if you can hear at all, where are you that it's 6 a.m.? Because it's 3 p.m. here in Chicago suburbs. Excuse me. I'm going to be doing that for a while. My bad. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Wolf Moonlight. They said that they followed me. Appreciate it. ALG. What in the world? What is ALG? I don't know. I'm simple people. Wolf Moonlight's going to get their headphones. Oh, so they didn't have any sound at all. Excuse me. Poor Wolf Moonlight is going to put on their headphones and just hear me clearing my throat a whole bunch. I'll be like, okay, I'm going back to bed. Okay, well, thanks for dropping in. You can always catch the stream later. But good to have you. They're leaving. Another Twitch person. Twitch is always good to me. Well, I'm sure YouTube is fine too. It's just I think less people talk to me from YouTube. I do get views on YouTube, and I have more followers on YouTube, actually. It just feels like less because I don't hear from them as much. They're not as vocal, which is fine. I watch a lot of art streams. I never jump in the chat myself. I'm a cripplingly shy artist type. I like that he saw this page that all I see on this page myself is that I don't like this drawing of Denton Crux. And Wolf Moonlight is like, your art is so unique. So it makes me feel better. I think I might have already been calling Wolf Moonlight he, but I don't know that. It could very easily not be a he. So I'm sorry if I jumped to some crazy conclusion there. Oh, now I put a necklace on her. And I was consistent this whole page with that. I'm a dummy. Let's see. Can I make that work on previous pages, I think? Yeah, that shouldn't be too tricky. I'm just looking at all the drawings I've done of her already. Yeah. I'll do it. I'll add the necklace. Just because her dress is so plain. Although she is supposed to have this frilly thing. Like, I clearly didn't. I should have just, before I got to this scene, I should have done a model sheet of her. Like I did for the king earlier in the book. Just so I go into the scene doing the character consistently. Excuse me. Good heavens. There we go. Here's an eye. Yeah. When I started inking this book, what did I say, like 6 to 8 months ago? I never thought I would be as comfortable as I am now using a brush. When I started this book, I had only been like occasionally inking with a brush for maybe like, and very occasionally, by the way, for like a year maybe. And it was just always practicing for when I would ink this book, because I think I spent a good few months writing this story. I think it was longer than 6 months, because I only planned on spending like 3 months trying to write it, and it took me way longer. But I know the whole time I was writing the story, I was also just doing drawings on note cards and then inking them with a brush, because I was pretty sure I wanted to ink it with ink and brush, but I had never used it before. And yeah, I never thought I would quite get the hang of it. Okay, the first drawing ever of Veronica here with a necklace. Boom. Now I just got to fix every previous drawing of her. I don't want that line to perfectly hit the corner. We try to avoid that. So it doesn't draw your attention directly to the 2 points coming together. That's the danger of that. Okay, I'm going to give her some weight on the undersides of her arms. Under her neck, or under her chin rather. And let's see. So far I've just drawn one line, not two. So I'll split the difference where I have those two lines. And then something else happens. I'll draw the horizon of the room. I guess it's a corner, not a horizon. And then this shadow. Whee! Excuse me, I should never eat again. At least never before I do a show. No, it's better that I ate before coming on because I don't know how much time I'll have afterwards. That's that. That's that. So, there was a while ago, one of my nephews was asking me if I had a surprise for him because it's been so long since I've gotten him a surprise. I don't know how long it's been, but so we made a deal that I'd get him a baby Waluigi plush. But I was telling him that if I get him a surprise, I don't know how surprising it is also, since he decided exactly what it would be. But if I was going to get him a surprise, I'd have to get all my nieces and nephews a surprise. So he went one by one. He kind of decided what everyone was going to get. Okay. But there's a there's actually two of my nephews are having like a shared birthday party in a couple weeks. So I gotta get my surprise affairs in order. I'm still waiting on the one thing I ordered, the baby Waluigi. I'm still waiting on that to show up. But I gotta get the other surprises as well. I want to have them in time for that thing. The happiness of this scene seemed pretty short-lived. I mean, I think it was a couple pages ago. Nobody looked this angry. Or upset, disappointed, aggravated. No, I didn't do this little, there's like conduits or something that are running across the ground. So here's Denton Crux. Not the titular bonehead, just a guy with some bones for a head. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking about, well, you know, in like Field of Dreams, that if you build it, they will come. Right? That's what I'm thinking about for these videos. It's like, well, because Wolf Moonlight, I just saw, I got the email that they did follow me. Like they said, I did not believe them, but it's like, I've never started a blog or anything where anybody cared to follow, but I don't know. So when I started streaming on YouTube originally, I never really really saw myself getting much attention. Not that I get like heaping helpings of like crazy attention, but it's like, man, I do see like a good solid handful of people watch my videos all the time. And same with Twitch. And I didn't start streaming to Twitch until I don't know, like maybe a month or two ago. And I always get all this attention and praise from Twitch people. And I mean, all of it. I stream to Facebook too, but that's mostly friends and family. But I don't know. It's just wild to think that people show up to watch me do this. So thank you everyone for your attention. It means a lot. I appreciate it. I do. The reason I started streaming was really to hold myself accountable, keep myself busy, keep myself honest. And the other thing was, when I finished the book, which is going to take a while because I've got to color it all after I finish it. I just always make it a point to say that it's going to be a while. But when I have a physical book in my hand, or am ready to have a physical book in my hand, that it might have a built-in audience to some extent anyway. So I could hopefully justify a print run with people interested in buying it when it's ready, because they've been watching it get made. So hopefully that's the case. Who's texting me? Oh. My high school friends. They're responding to the links I send them, but they're not coming in on the show. We're a bunch of bad friends. No, not really. Okay. He's like, listen, or something like that. Listen, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. And no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to finish that joke I was about to tell. Here's the thumb bone's connected to the other thumb bone. The other thumb bone's connected to the other finger's bone. The other finger's bone is connected to the rest of the hand. Cause I skipped the rest of the bones. Bone. 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 Okay. And there's a hint of a smidgen of a background behind him. The brain bone's connected to the spine bone. The spine bone's connected to the hip bone. The hip bone's connected to the leg bone. The leg bone's connected to the knee bone. The knee bone's connected to the main artery. The main artery's connected to the... I don't know. I never took my anatomy class. I never had an anatomy class, that's true. A lot of artists I know did have to take anatomy. I took life drawing plenty.
I never took an anatomy class. There was a life drawing class that I took where the teacher told us we would go down to the medical department of the school and draw from the dead bodies for reference. We never did that though. That would have been wild. That was my teacher, Sigrid, in community college. I always say that the community college teachers, art teachers, seemed to have a lot more to teach than when I went to actual art school in a lot of ways. And I think they were just a little more, they had a little more to prove being at community college, maybe. They were the big artist on campus. I don't know. I feel like my education was a lot more hands-on, direct, stronger at community college. I did learn a lot of stuff at art school, but I had a lot of teachers that I liked, but it was kind of more like if you wanted to know how to do something specific, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot more figuring it out for yourself there, which I guess is I mean, if you have a true appetite, maybe that's good. I was always a terrible student. I needed a little more guidance than I got there. And I don't know, like, I feel like the assignments just kind of like kept coming at community college. I felt like we were busy kids there. Even the burnout slackers were like, they were building a business, you know. This kid took a printmaking class with me, and he just started a t-shirt business from scratch. He was always hustling, like putting shirts out and stuff. I don't know. He seemed like he was doing good. Well, you know what? I don't know. Thought I was going to do something else with her hair, but it's okay. The leg bone's connected to... Now I've got damn bones stuck in my head.
Boom, boom, boom. Bangs above your eyes, your hair hangs. Blow my mind, your royal flyness, I dig your bangs. I can't get through a stream anymore without singing. And dude, my singing voice is not what it used to be. It's from smoking, I think. As little as I smoke cigars once in a while, and though I only had one recently, and that was the first one in, let's see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, let's say, yeah, about May, right around 7 months since the last one I had. Let's line these eyes up. I feel like they're a little off. I think that's better. There's that. her chin, neck. What time is it? Almost 4. I'm hoping I can finish this page before 5 o'clock. Then maybe I can do some kind of sketchbook drawing. Hopefully, but if not, well, tomorrow I should have time to. Let's see. Today I'll be cutting it close. Might not be able to get one of my daily drawings in. Let me see. What was the last one I did? Oh, this guy. There's the one before. I like that guy. That turned out pretty cool. Duck. Nothing special there. I was trying to figure out how to do some kind of spider thing and never kind of landed it. Poodle. Devil. My favorite thing in this whole sketchbook so far is still the cowboy dinosaur. Anyway, we'll see if I have time today. Now, if I didn't draw her necklace on future pages, I'm in trouble. Or I gotta rely on my memory. I also have to rely on my memory to go back and do it on all the previous pages that she's on. Ooh, it's a little too wobbly. It's almost too beefy. I'll give it a minute. Oh yeah, I didn't do the little frilliness on her collar above. That's still gotta be there. Oh, today's Monday. New Better Call Saul, but I'm not going to see it today. Usually I watch it live with my roommate. Okay, let me fix this. With my Presto Jumbo Correction Pen. Not as fine-pointed as it claims, but good enough. Okay. So we want boom. You know what I found out recently? It was around Halloween when I watched The Witches. Is that because Rowan Atkinson, the guy that plays Mr. Bean, which I never really cared about or saw very much of, but a lot of people were crazy about Mr. Bean. But I saw he has a part in that movie, The Witches, from like 1991 or something. Let me see. The Witches, based on the Roald Dahl book. 1990. And Ron Atkinson's in it, and he says something, and I'm like, whoa, he sounds just like Zazu from Lion King. I did not know Rowan Atkinson played Zazu. The only thing I really knew him from back in the day was that movie Rat Race, which I remember really liking. I don't think I would like it as much now, but I still remember a few very, very funny parts in that movie. I should see if I can watch that somewhere. I gotta see if it stands up. I think the only sour note I remember is that it ends with a Smash Mouth concert, which I feel like is a stupid way to end a movie. It's like the Three Stooges. I don't know. Three Stooges would end their what do you call them? Their shorts with real dumb endings sometimes. I don't know why anything about Ron Atkinson just popped in my head. Just something to think about, I guess. Technically, it is something one can think about. Oh, you know what? I was listening to a podcast earlier where somebody mentioned him. What is that? That's the gremlins from that one Bugs Bunny cartoon. There's a big one in my house. I think we had that one taped, or on tape at least. So we would pop that one in all the time. Probably on a disc, VHS with like 7 other cartoons on it too. I know we had the one on a tape where there's a bear and his dog. It was in black and white, though I think there is a colored version of it, where they're hanging out while somebody else is working all summer, and they're just sitting on the porch lounging around going, working can wait, this is paradise, nothing, no work to do. And then come winter, they're starving and fighting over the last bean in the house. Working can wait. That one got a lot of play in my house. At one point we had this tape of a bunch of recorded Scooby-Doos, just a bunch of random recorded Scooby-Doos. I never cared all that much about Scooby-Doo, but it was like Cartoon Network really beat them into us for a while there. And the movies were coming out, and all those like made-for-TV animated movies too. Now those I thought were good. They were better than the show because it was like real. Like there was a witch one, a Zombie Island, and those I liked more because it wasn't just some chump in a mask. They tried to make him actually scary. I think it was Zombie Island. I didn't watch all those. I barely watched more than. I think it was Zombie Island was the one I watched straight through. And I thought it was really good. I forget all the other ones though. There's like a witch one. I don't know. There's a one called Cyber Chase that I thought looked stupid, and it probably was. I was like, oh, they're done doing good ones. Though I think that's one that Billy West played Shaggy on. Let me see. Billy West is one of my heroes. Filmography. Let's see. Zombie Island, he plays Shaggy. That was in 98? I didn't think, well, maybe. I guess so. I think that's the only time he played Shaggy. I thought he did it for a couple. Oh, Scoob, he plays Muttley. Let's see. Ever again? What's new Scooby-Doo? He played Jimmy Proudwolf. Whoever that is. Just that one time he played Shaggy. Zombie Island. There's a bunch of Scooby-Doo things that he was a part of, but that's the only time I see him as Shaggy. What time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Can I do this and the next two panels in less than an hour? I don't know that. I don't remember what he's responding to, but that's from Austin Powers 2, I think. I just saw the new Mike Myers thing, the Pentaveret on Netflix, where he plays like 8 characters. It's very all right. It's very in line with the Mike or the like Austin Powers kind of humor, but it's greatly an inferior project. But it got some laughs out of me. There's also like a nude dancing scene in one of the episodes. I'm getting a scam call. I don't have any money. You took it all already. It's still gone. Stop killing him. He's already dead. Let's see. Teeth. Tongue. Throat. Cheek. Neck. Chin. I just saw that what's his name? Val Kilmer is going to be in some movie, isn't he? What, I forget what's wrong with him. Like, he's got some terrible health issues, so I'm surprised he's acting again. But I think he had some kind of like throat cancer or something, didn't he? But I think he's recovered. Yeah, I'm curious now. I'm like, that guy was Batman. You don't look like Batman no more. Oh yeah, check this out. In 2015, actor Val Kilmer lost his voice during his treatment for throat cancer, effectively ending his career. But now, thanks to AI technology, he can speak again. Sonantic, a UK-based software firm that uses AI to copy voices for actors in film studios, he teamed up with them to reconstruct his voice. Jiminy Christmas. What an age to be alive if you're Val Kilmer. And Ryan. And everybody. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Okay. Just making sure I had to look up to make sure I was drawing on screen. I like to accidentally not draw on screen all the time. Here's her shoulder. Bicep. Elbow. Bicep. Armpit. Waist into whatever this area is called. rib into breast. Here's her arm, elbow. I know how to say elbow for real. Okay. Oh, good, a different character to draw. Elbow, blanket, bed sheet, carpet, infection. Well, that was one of the songs I recommended the other day, Box of Hair by Cub. Every night a different voice. Everyone loves outer space. Dumb as a box of hair. Dumb as a box of hair. I always leave, when I do his eyes, I try to leave, let's see if I can focus. Try to leave the highlight and like a little sliver of his iris, because it'll help his eyes pop. I feel when it's colored. It's subtle, but you know, eyes are important in cartooning. They're a big deal. Big deal. Eyes and hands. So you'll see my characters doing a lot of acting with their hands. This seems kind of hokey, but I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of the same on this page, really. Just the one hand doing this or this. But yeah, eyes and hands do a lot of acting. So you're really trying to convey your character's personality and motivation and everything through their eyes and hands. Eyebrows are a big part of it too. So if you can figure out, also I think that's a big part of, everyone's always looking for a style. And well, I don't know, like all my characters have different eyes. But I don't know, there's something like eyebrows, I always kind of do the same. They always kind of have this, I don't know what it is, but they always have this like little notch at the end of them, the inner end. I don't know where I got that, but if you can get the style of your eyes down and figure out how to make them act, I think that's big. And Doug TenNapel has some pretty cool, unique hands. I wish I could draw hands like him. He kind of got from like Emperor's New Groove and the Iron Giant. Let me see, and you can see that influence in his book Iron West. Let me grab that. I'm not gonna finish this book in an hour, am I thought I had Iron West right here. Rat Fist. It's probably on the whole. Anyway, there's some. Let me see. Yeah. If you go online, I just Googled TenNapel hands. These are, I believe, a bunch of his hands, a hand study that it is probably cut from his book. Yeah, I would assume it's cut from his books, or he was just practicing drawing hands, doing different things. But like, look at how, like, this one, that's pretty cool. How that thumb is just a rectangle there too. It's almost like each finger is just like some kind of strip coming off this like bowl. Like the palm is like a bowl, and the fingers are just like these like clunky strips. Here's that and that. He's almost gone, and it's ice cold. Somebody just got home. I don't know who. One of my roommates. Okay. Here's button. There's that. And that. Okay, here's her hair. Speaking of strips, that's kind of how I designed her hair. It's just like a bunch of like strips of tape or something, almost. The girl with the electrical tape hair. Was almost the name of this book. No, she's not in it nearly enough. Denton Crux is actually in this book a lot, but he's the villain. I guess that makes sense. see. I'm tired and I want to go home. There's that. Okay. And her hands are folded. Raise that a little bit. Okay. I have a comic page and I want to paint it black. I thought I did already, but it takes forever. Good song. Here she reminds me of here, let me see. Is it? Let's see. Who plays Ellen Green? Ellen Green from. She's reminding me of Ellen Green from Little Shop of Horrors, and she's also in Pushing Daisies, which I was recently talking about. That's who she reminds me of here in this picture. There's also a friend of mine she accidentally reminds me of a lot. Suddenly see more. You know, however that song goes.
Okay. Eyebrows, eyebrows, eyebrows. Oof. There's that. Almost done with her entire dang head. Got 15 minutes to beat 5 o'clock. 14 minutes, really, but. Yeah, I won't have time to do a sketchbook drawing today. Dang. Because I'll only have half an hour to do anything. And it's mostly going to be getting ready to get out of here. But I got my comic page goal down. I haven't been consistent. Oh. Okay, in the home stretch. That's a baseball term. Oh, this part's killing me. I mean, now that I'm almost done, I'm getting all sleepy. Some scalding hot tea sure would wake me up right about now. Some flesh singeing, boiling hot, unfit for human consumption hot tea would really hit the spot right now. I mean, how hot can it get before it all evaporates? Hmm? Suddenly see more. She looks like she's singing that song. And the part of Veronica will be played by Ellen Green. Okay. Made it with 8 minutes to spare. Okay, that's this page. I'm gonna, I don't know, make a new cup of tea. Well, that's the show. I gotta keep moving, or else I'm gonna pass out, and I can't afford to today. All right, bye everybody. Tune in tomorrow for a new page. I might do 2 tomorrow too. So, booyah, keep moving. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for watching.